Hey guys, another With Heroes video on strategy or guides, whatever you want to call them. But this one is just the best cards in With Heroes. So, cards are like one of the most important aspects of the game itself. It's like the difference between a team with no cards and a team that has a full set of cards is insane. It's like it's more than just a 30% like stat difference because of the bonuses. It's also the cards come with specific um, percentage buffs as well. So this video specifically, I'm not going to talk about card strategies as much and like what to build. I just wanted to focus a short video for my standards on what is the best card in the game and should you sell or keep this card. I'm going to do that for the top 5 cards, as those are obviously in the game. There are 5 cards that the game believes are the best ones. Uh, and I'll rank my own top 5. It's pretty similar, I will say, and then I'll tell you, hey, should you buy or should you sell it? If you were to get it, by the way. It's very rare to get these. It's very difficult to get these cards. You have to get extremely lucky. Even if you pay money, it's only a 1.6% chance to get it from a premium hero chest. So it's like 0.0 something at a regular card chest. I said hero, I meant card chest. So before I get into the just going through the cards, I'd like to mention a couple of things. One, you'll notice they're all usually 2 cards, and that doesn't matter for this video as much. It will in the next video. There will be another video I upload after this one to talk about the strategy on what sets to get for each hero and what bonuses you really need to prioritize. Set bonuses. But let's go through the most important cards in the game, the stats, and I did want to mention what I mean by whether you should sell it or not is sometimes you may get this card by chance, but it may not be as useful as you think, and you can sell it in the black market for a lot of chips, which you can then use to go buy better cards or buy premium hero chests or whatever you want to do with chips. I guess I'll make a different video for chips because they're really important. Anyway, let's start. So number 5 on my most or best cards in With Heroes is going to be kind of a surprise actually, but it's going to be in Life Leech, and it'll be Life Leech 2. Okay, so Life Leech 2 is not one of the super expensive cards. So I already threw everybody off on my number 5 because it's not like the one that the premium hero or card chest wants to give you. You can get this one from a regular card chest at the same rate as one of the regular cards, right? And why I put it at number 5 is because Transfusion is heavily underrated. Like I said, it's lifesteal, and if you can get this to proc, it lasts for 2 turns. There's a chance that you proc it on your normal attack and then use your skill to get that transfusion back. 5.5%, you may think, hey, that's nothing. But look at heroes like Rasputin. He's very broken right now, and he only has 10%, which leveled up you can get higher. But same with the card. You can level up the card to get this higher as well. So number 5, Life Leech. Added bonus that the set bonus gives you a 10% attack, which is great. It also synergizes well with the set bonuses, and it lasts for 2 turns. So Transfusion, Life Leech 2. It's basically free healing off of doing damage. Good for DPS heroes. Oh, I should mention, yeah, you want to put this on a DPS hero. Alright, number 4, which now we'll go back to normal, back to what you guys probably expected. It's in Berserk, and it's Berserker 2. Berserk itself, you have to remember, is triggers when a hero falls below a certain percentage of their health. They get this extra attack percentage. I wasn't sure how this worked initially, but we did talk to a developer and asked, or I think they're a developer, someone who works for the company, and asked how this worked. They did say the percentage, like in this case 27.5%, when a hero berserks and activates Berserk, they get 27.5% of their attack based on the health they have left, right? So it's really good. It's a lot of attack, especially because it triggers at such a low health. Sorry, based on the missing health. I said health that you have up, but based on missing health. That's really good. The Berserk stat is amazing. It's unfortunate that it's only 27.5%, but same thing, it can be leveled up. And some people are going to... Oh, by the way, in the last one I should have said keep. So you do want to keep the Life Leech if you get it and use it. For Berserk, I'm not sure if we're on keep or sell. I put it depends, and it depends on one thing. Berserk is very strong on one type of hero. It's damage dealing heroes that innately have immortality. If a hero has immortality, then Berserk works so well with them. They get down to 1% health, they become immortal for 2 turns. Lilith is a really good example. You put a Berserk card on them, you're looking at huge attack percentage increases. And if they cast a skill with that big buff, they're going to wipe out teams. So keep if you have something like a Lilith. There are other heroes too, Vlad Tepes. There's other ones that have it. And sell if you aren't in that scenario. So let's go ahead and talk about my number 3, which is another tricky one. So number 4, number 3, and number 5 have been kind of tricky. The top 2 will not be, trust me. But let me find it here. It should be under the bottom, I think. Yep, there you go. It's Flawless Victor. Now, I'll start off. I won't mention why I think it's strong. I'll first start off why it's weak. It gives invincibility for 2 turns upon a normal attack, but it's only a 5.5% chance. It's so low. And you're not even normal attacking all the time, right? There will be some turns when you're casting your skill, in which case, great. It doesn't apply. Although heroes that get double attack, this works well on, but most of the time, Flawless Victory you're going to want to put on a tank because it gives 10%. The set bonus is 10%, so this is definitely a tank card. This is why I think it's bad, 5.5%. Now I'll tell you why it's broken and potentially the best card in the game. When you level it up, you can get this percentage higher, right? If you have multiple copies of this card, you can continue to level it past the max level, increasing this percentage. Now it is the best card in the game by far. But realistically, guys, who is spending enough money, and how are you going to get this card that many times? Like, there aren't even any copies currently in the black market. So trying to get a lot of copies of these just isn't feasible, and that's why I pushed it down to my number 3. But potentially it is OP broken gods here if you have, a lot of copies of it. Alright, moving to my number 2, and this one is actually pretty obvious. Now we're getting to the ones you guys already know are broken and you're trying to get. And it's going to be Rejuvenation 2. Upon death, you have a 50% chance to revive with 16.5% of your health. The percentages go up when you level it, and it comes with max HP, which is great, especially on tanks. So once again, this is a tank card, but can be used with DPS, and you don't feel too bad. But this is the second best card in the game for sure. Resurrection's awesome. It's just, there's not a lot to say. Like, Resurrection, great. It's too bad it's only 50%. But some heroes, their whole kit is like they revive, and you can basically, turn your hero into another hero plus more with this card, right? So, let's go back. Before I go on to the number 1, which is going to be really obvious, by the way, I wanted to do some honorable mentions. And the first one is going to be Marked Prey. I have to talk about this card because a lot of you guys got it from being VIP. It's like one of the rewards for being a pay-to-play player. And Marked Prey 2 gives you Crossfire. I'm not saying Crossfire is bad. It's a great stat. And the fact that it gives you attack plus 10% is good too for the set bonus. The problem is, and the reason the devs probably gave us this as a VIP reward is because it's not really broken. Like, Crossfire is usually not like a hero's signature ability. It's like a secondary thing that they have. And They're just better card options. I actually put this over Life Leech. So, oh, by the way, Rejuvenation 2, if you get it, keep it. Don't sell. I put this over Life Leech. And the reason for that was, or I put Life Leech over this one. The reason for that is just because Transfusion is a better stat than Crossfire, and the percentage was higher of it happening, and this is worth 700, no, not, it's worth like 300 chips. It says I have one, so obviously I haven't sold it, but I would recommend you guys sell it. If you need chips, just go ahead and sell it. It's not a great card. I'm sorry. But it did make an honorable mention because it's not terrible, I guess. It's better than a lot of the other cards. So the other two I'd like to mention are... Let's see if I can find it here. No. Because there are a lot of versions of this card. So let me look for it. Wow, great. There it is. I like to mention Recovery. I think Recovery at the start of the battle and is continuous. This is a really good card. Later on, if you're looking to make some set bonuses, see if you can find one with the Recovery in it, because this card, it's an honorable mention. It didn't make top 5, but it's really good especially for being not a 2. It's a 5. It's probably the best 5. All right, the second honorable mention is actually also in Vengeance, but there's multiple copies of these, by the way. They're not just in Vengeance, but is max skill point percentage down. This is great. Like, this basically means you get to cast your skill at an earlier part of the game than you might normally be able to, and it continues for the whole match, right? So just, hey, you don't have to cast as many auto attacks to be able to cast your skill, or you don't have to get hit as many times to be able to hit your skill. It can make or break a battle. So those are my 3 honorable mentions. The last 2 I thought were interesting enough to bring up in the video. But let's go ahead and talk about our number 1. The best card in the game, by far, hands down, comes with the 10% attack. It's Immortality 2. HP falls below 1% and you become immortal for 2 rounds. It looks like a low percentage, but like I said, you can level it up as you level the card. And it doesn't matter if it's a low percent. Like, Immortal is so good. And, you know, being able to do this like 30% of matches, if you have this on your entire team, this is what late game looks like, guys. Late game looks like your entire team being immortal for 2 rounds when they drop to 1% health. Really strong. Cards make a huge difference. It's going to prolong battles. It's going to allow some teams to ramp up that previously were not good. It's going to make some heroes who just weren't viable, maybe because maybe because they're a Berserk hero. Like I said, remember, pair this up with a hero that has Berserk, and you're looking at a ton of damage. It's a game changer. So my number 1 card, the best card in the game, Immortality 2. If you get this, keep it and use it, and try to get as many of them as you can so all your heroes can have it. Build around it if you have it. That's all I can say. Best card. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Get ready for some more. I'll keep making more guides. I'll try to keep them short, under 15 minutes. If you like the video, as I always said, go in the description, join the Discord. We're just a bunch of friends playing games together. Like, don't think of it as like a... I don't want to go on in this video about it. But yeah, if you like other idle games, we play them. So just come check us out. I hope you enjoyed the video, everyone, and peace.